Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They hella deep, 20 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Pod Chef Podcast, the official Top Chef podcast, the only official licensed Top Chef podcast. I'm your host, Jamal. With me, as always, and I do mean always, he's with me, even if he's not here, my co-host, Reeves. Say what's up.
What's up, listeners? Everyone's back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know it.
Yeah, I guess if everyone's back, do you want to introduce your co-host?
Absolutely. Bri, say hey to the people.
Oh, hello, everyone. I thought you were going to keep going. This is the second time in a row I thought you were going to keep going. There was the way that he trailed off, it was like, I thought he was going to say the people and somebody else.
I had some people ask me the other day, said, how come Brian doesn't have a bigger role on the podcast? And I said, just listen to the next time we do the introduction. I'm sure you'll figure out why.
I have a huge role in the podcast. I talk a lot.
Yeah, Reeves, I'm going to talk about that offline.
Okay.
It's good to be back, though. I'm back from Broadway, back from my play.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. The
That's
reviews are in. Yeah, do you guys remember that thing that you talked
just
about?
now I did.
Yeah, for weeks when I wasn't here.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
no, I just remembered the review thing.
Yeah, the reviews are in. I don't know if we'll get to it today. Because,
We can try.
Well, I don't know if we will, but
How about a blurb? How about we read a blurb from the review?
Right now or later?
Let's do it right now. I can do it right now.
You can do it? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me bring it up. Okay, Broadway.com.
I'm so excited for you guys to hear this. I'm so proud of this production, and I feel like it kind of pushes the conversation forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm excited. I mean, I sat through, as you guys said last week, one of your shows with an understudy in there.
Yeah.
So interesting to hear what the review was like when you were, at the helm.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Great. Okay. What was the name of the play again? Did you ever tell us?
I thought I did. I said it was a sounding board to slavery.
Is that what you said it was?
That's what I said. I put it in an email.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. These are for the movie. Hold on.
Yeah. Don't.
Okay.
The movie's
No, wait.
different than the play.
Hold on. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
And it's called what again?
A sounding board to slavery
Great. Awe-inspiring.
by Stephen Sondheim.
Awe-inspiring. Broadway theater is alive again. Jamal's imaginative ideas seem limitless. It's a gorgeous, gasp-inducing spectacle. Most important, against all odds, it has innocence. The show appeals to our primal, childlike excitement in the power of theater to make us see things afresh. And that's the review.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And here's one that doesn't quite make sense. It says, the breathtakingly staged Broadway adaptation of Disney's King of the Cartoon Jungle is an instant theater classic.
Okay,
No.
that seems like that's like a shot at you.
Yeah.
The cartoon jungle.
The cartoon jungle, because it did take place on the coast of Africa. There's like a whole part of the play that is the coast of Africa. So maybe, you're not going to win everyone over, but I did win most of the critics over. So that's what matters.
You can't please everyone, especially on Broadway.
And I'm not trying to please everyone. You know how
No.
tiring that would
Then
be?
you'll be like me.
Yeah, and I don't
No
want to
one
do that.
likes me. That's the
Yeah, I
thing.
don't
When
wanna
you
do that.
try to please everyone, no one is pleased.
Yeah.
And just to our guests, this does factor. Earlier, you asked about how long this would going to be. It is an hour, and this 5 minutes does factor into the hour. So
Yeah.
don't worry about
Yeah.
how long after this it will actually be.
This
I
is
don't
the
know
part.
what's real.
Everything is real. This is the part when I said it should be shorter, but it's not. What's
Mhm.
the play called again?
A sounding board to slavery.
A Sounding Board to Slavery is the most exciting and significant musical of the decade. Sensationally potent and theatrically vital. It is plugged straight into the wall socket of contemporary music. This show makes me feel hopeful for the future of musical theater.
Thank you.
Historic. A Sounding Board of Slavery.
Can you not laugh when you say the name of the play?
Is-
It's actually a pretty serious musical.
Yeah.
is
So-
brewing up a revolution. This is a show that aims impossibly high and hits its target. It's probably not possible to top the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I wish these were more specific.
These are like really positive reviews, and I feel like I was kind of given the short end of the stick with the show
'Cause
that
I wasn't there.
saw. Yeah, and I mean, I wasn't really the understudy that you picked. I don't know if he was appropriate, for the role.
Because
I mean,
he's
it's
a
just
white guy.
well, yeah. I mean, it's a couple of things. Austin Reeves is white. He's also a basketball player. I haven't seen him act before, so he seemed to fumble through his lines. Didn't really know what he was doing there.
So I want to point out the makeup he had on his face and hands and ankle and his ankles. That's the same makeup I wore during the play. So he's not
Okay.
doing like a bit.
That makes me
Okay.
feel better.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Okay.
I think everyone was kind of like there was an audible like when he came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, no.
But-
I'm wearing that same makeup when I go on. It just matches my skin tone better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
and he was bouncing a basketball the whole time, which I didn't
Mhm.
think was like in the actual show. I think it was just for him as a way to like,
His agent said
Calm
that he
him.
wouldn't do it without it. So
yeah.
yeah, he said I don't feel comfortable walking on wood unless I'm bouncing a basketball. And the
Mhm.
stage was on a wooden stage, so
Yeah.
it is what
So-
it is.
Now we're 8 minutes in, so let's go ahead and bring in our guest because that got long, and I apologize.
Yeah, this is your guest. You're the third co-host, so go ahead and introduce.
Sorry,
the
yeah,
guest.
it was important just to quickly catch you up, Stacey, before we introduce you properly. Jamal was gone for a few weeks because he was on Broadway, and he wouldn't tell us the play at first. He refused to tell us the name. We just knew that he said, "I'll never tell," was like the hint that he gave us. And now he's back, and we're reading the reviews of his Broadway performances. And now you're caught up, and now I'll introduce you to our illustrious fans who say things like, honestly, the worst Top Chef podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you may know her from Buffy the Gilmore Slayer, the podcast. You may know her from Maud Night when UCB existed in New York, and you currently know her from Boogie Manja. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacey and NBs. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacey Kulow is here.
Hello. Hi.
Hello,
Thanks
Stacey.
for having me.
Hi, Stacey.
We're so happy you're here.
Yeah, that's very exciting about Broadway.
Thank
For
you.
you.
Thank you. Doesn't pay well, but it is,
Really?
an artist's dream to get out there and get on Broadway and get a show up, and they get these kinds of reviews. Doesn't matter how generic they are, they're still reviews and they still count.
Yeah,
So-
they could be. It seems like sometimes these critics write reviews that could be for almost any play.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool
now
you got
I'm
to
back.
pick your understudy. I didn't know that was.
Well, I didn't at first, but then I said, when I'm not here, I need someone who can actually fulfill my shoes. And me and Austin Reeves actually do wear the same size.
Mm-hmm.
So
Solid
was
10 and a half.
11 and a half.
That's
So
close.
So it actually worked out. And then also because Austin, I mean, I don't want to get too much into it, but he's got what we call a pass to the cookout. He's got an invite to the cookout. So
He
it's
got the
an easy-
Evite.
Yeah, he got the Evite and he opened it immediately.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't let it sit in your
Very
inbox.
eager.
Yeah.
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 So
Did you know on an Evite that they can see when you read it and don't respond? I got
Ooh.
pinged by someone recently who was like, "Hey, you read the Evite. Why not respond to it?"
oof.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's an invasion of privacy. Stacey, you ever do that? You ever open an Evite and not respond to it?
I'm sure.
You got to think about it. You could need
gotten
time
so few
to
Evites
figure
I'm
it
interested
out.
in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're always. Well, Stacey told me she's constantly getting Evites.
Yeah.
They
You
flood her inbox.
You Evited me to this.
Yes, and I saw that you saw it, and you didn't respond, but you're here, so I guess that means that you thought about it, and you're here. Did you like the Jib Jab video where it was our three heads on elves dancing? And get that it wasn't really Christmas themed now, but you get it, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Reeves' dance was offensive, but
Yeah. And that, I mean, I did like suggest that my elf should do something different.
Yeah.
But I think Brian, I mean, you're the one that programmed it. I think you kind of went a little
So
far with it.
let me just say that I think it's actually the woke mob that is saying that it's now offensive for white people to do the Macarena, and that's not me. I think it's okay to do.
Huh.
it certainly was in '96.
Yeah, well, people think times are different. People were doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
I felt it was offensive then.
Oh, not in Wisconsin.
Oh,
yeah.
I never made it out there in '96.
You didn't make it out there in '96?
Brett Favre would have been
Wisconsin.
there. Brett Favre would have been there. Stacey, let's go back to sports real quick. What was it like growing up in Brett Favre town country?
Oh, wow. History is certainly repeating itself, isn't it?
Yes.
So I don't remember the Packers being bad. I remember Brett Favre. Pretty much my first memory of the Packers is Brett Favre was like starting out. But yeah, it was wonderful. They were so good. He was so exciting. And then he left to go to the Jets. And then Aaron Rodgers came along. We're like, we'll never be good again. We'll never have a Brett Favre. And then Aaron Rodgers was better.
Yeah. And now it's like
doing the same thing. They got you one championship. Go to the Jets. He's gonna retire. Go to the Vikings.
Go to the
Send
Vikings.
pictures of his privates to a masseuse. And
collect that retirement.
Yeah, and then sell Wrangler jeans, and then steal money from the Arkansas government.
Hey, Stacey, this is Jamal. We met earlier. Tell me about Buffy the Gilmore Slayer podcast.
I am recording, right? I don't have little thingies at the bottom.
Well, I told you that you're low.
Okay.
So I only get to see Brian's little thingies. So
I'm loud. You are recording.
I see a slight thingy. Okay.
I see a slight thing too now.
I see it too. What I'll do is in the post is I'll turn your volume up too loud.
Okay.
I see none for me, but I'm all right.
As long as you think it's fine.
Yeah. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, it'll be fun. People will be like, they're talking to nobody.
That's not fun.
Hi, Stacey. This is Jamal.
Yes.
We met earlier.
Yes.
Can you tell me about Buffy the Gilmore Slayer podcast?
Yes. So Buffy the Gilmore Slayer is a podcast that I produce and host with my boyfriend Brian Morris. I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan, and he's a big Buffy fan, and neither of us have ever seen the other's show. And they are the same length, pretty much. They're both 7 seasons. Season 1 of Buffy's a little shorter. So it's always something we wanted to do, to like watch them both together, because he didn't really want to watch Gilmore Girls. I didn't really want to watch Buffy. And then COVID hit and we had like nothing to do. So we're like, let's do it. So we made a podcast where we watch like one episode of each every week and kind of compare them as we go. We vote which episode was better every week. And it's sort of fun because we're going into one of the shows naive, and there's actually a decent amount of like fan overlap. It's very niche, but there is some fan overlap. There's a lot of weird like writing overlap. So Amy Sherman Palladino, who wrote Gilmore Girls, is a Buffy fan, and we're convinced she put in some Easter eggs, because occasionally there's like just such similar things in corresponding episodes where it's like, what? You put that in there on purpose.
Now, as someone who's watched Gilmore Girls, has seen them all, do you still feel that way on the seasons where she doesn't write for the show?
So that's where we are now. We're on the final season, and it's not as much. No.
But it's still there.
Occasionally we'll find like a a thematic connection, but there were just like
Interesting.
blatant references in some of them.
Okay.
Can you give us one? And I'll put you on the spot, so if not, that's okay.
Yeah, the first one that comes to mind is the first episode of Buffy season 5. It features Dracula, like the real Dracula comes to Sunnydale.
Mm-hmm.
And in Gilmore Girls, Lorelai's mother shows up kind of unexpectedly and she startles her. And she's like, "Oh, you scared me." And her mom's like, "What? Like I'm Dracula?" There just was no need to make a Dracula
To say
reference.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another episode pairing where they were written by the same writer, actually. Like some people worked on both shows. And they both like have weddings in them, but there's a Minotaur mentioned in both. Makes sense in
Episode
Buffy.
creep. Yeah.
It does make sense in Buffy.
This
I
is
never
like
got
the
past
ideas
season
are
4 of
creeping over.
Buffy.
Why?
I have a season 4 thing.
Right.
When you get burnt out.
Yeah, when shows are that long, season 4 is like where I hit the wall.
So you stopped watching The Office at season 4?
No, that I finished, and then I kept watching it.
See how quickly I showed he's a liar, Stacey?
Well, no, it's
You see that?
because I
Mhm.
watched that as it came out. When I'm going back, like I haven't gotten past season 4 of X-Files or Buffy.
Okay.
I
Season
haven't
4
watched
of
season 5
Buffy-
of The Wire.
There's a big shift in season 4 of Buffy. Like they went to college and it was kind of different for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, it was very weird.
Everything's different in college.
Oh, that's another thing about both shows. Both start with like the main girl being a sophomore in high school. Like
then they
at a
both
new
go to
school,
college.
single mom. They're just like so similar. It's odd.
Wow.
Do you think if these shows existed today, they would have done a crossover episode? Shows aren't afraid to do crossovers now.
Well,
They
they
did
were
it back
on
then,
at the
too.
same time, but they didn't like Buffy started sooner, but they were on the air for like 2 or 3 years at the same time.
Should have done a crossover. I love when shows exist in the same universe.
Is there a coffee shop or bar in Buffy the Vampire Slayer that they go
Yeah.
to a lot?
Espresso Pump, but it's
Oh
not
my
that big of a
goodness.
location.
But it's just like Gilmore Girls.
Well, don't they go to like a dance club every night in the first
The
few
bronze,
seasons?
the bronze is the Luke.
The bronze.
Yeah.
You know, I did see all of
He's
True
so
Blood.
excited.
True Blood. I watched all of.
I don't want to talk about this. He gets all sexual when he talks about
It's
this.
a very
Yeah.
horny show.
That's why he finished True Blood.
So
Stacey,
let's-
do you guys ever think about introducing another TV show into the mix?
Mm,
Well-
Can I offer a suggestion?
yes.
Stargate SG-1. Feels like there's overlap there, right?
Into the mix, like we're almost done.
What better time than now?
What better time to start than now? You can just add another one and then continue the podcast.
We do actually do a third segment called Meanwhile Uncharmed, which is a show neither of us have seen.
Wow.
But in between, we take a little break and we read the IMDb summary of the corresponding episode of Charmed, and we kind of improvise what we think happened.
That's fun.
That's a good idea.
It sounds bad. It sounds like a bad show. But
No.
I
You
have.
hooked me on the improv part.
I had a roommate in college. My only roommate when I was in the dorm for one semester.
The only person who could
Um,
stand Brian in college.
oh,
He did not like me. He dressed like Billy Joe Armstrong from the American Idiot phase of Green Day with the black and the red tie. And whenever he was in the dorm, he was watching Charmed or
wow.
Law and Order SVU. Only two
Mm.
shows he ever watched were Law and Order SVU or Charmed.
Did this guy like cook a lot of weird food in the dorm? as
Didn't
well?
have a kitchen.
Did you have a microwave?
Yes.
Did you ever see him putting anything in the microwave that was kind of suspect?
No, I don't think so. But he did
No?
one time stay in the dorm the entire week that he had mono. He refused to go home. He just stayed in the dorm the whole time.
Yeah. He had to isolate.
Yeah, he was
Didn't
in
wanna bring it
quarantine.
Yeah.
Quarantine.
Stacey, what's up with Buffy the Gilmore Slayer's social media?
What's up with it?
It's doing numbers.
Yeah, what's
it's
up with
doing
it?
numbers,
You
right?
tell
You're doing
us.
numbers.
That's all we hear about.
Your
Yeah, can you
podcast is
help
doing
us out?
numbers too. I went to your podcast. Let me tell you what, we have 46 reviews, 44 reviews, and a
40.
4.6.
4. Yeah.
44 with a 4.6.
Because of the ones we got.
And I went to your podcast.
This is Apple
see-
Podcasts.
Yes. To see what you're doing.
You have like
And you guys are
300
doing
reviews.
numbers. You guys are doing numbers over there.
We got some numbers.
Yeah.
They're up.
And so what I want to know,
How do
one,
we do that?
how you doing that? How do we do
Yeah.
that too? And
How
three,
we do that?
what's up with that social media account? You guys are doing numbers over there.
We got lucky with TikTok. For a long time, we were making like a little sketch for each episode, like 2 a week, one of Buffy, one of Gilmore, where we'd sort of like take a joke from the episode and blow it out into some kind of sketch. And then one of those like went pretty viral. We've had 3 get over 1 million views on TikTok. So we brought in a lot more podcast listeners that way. I think though over time the algorithm started hating us because some people were like, we love Gilmore TikToks, but then like wouldn't interact or like the Buffy ones or vice versa. So we're sort of like splitting our audience because it really became unpopular, and I've kind of been busy lately and also just discouraged that they're not working as well. So I haven't been making them, but I like to.
Okay. That's
But
cool.
that's what I did. I used TikTok to bring people to the podcast. Kind of
Okay.
accidentally.
So here's a question. Say there's a podcast that doesn't have any kind of segments or content that can be kind of blown out into a funny bit.
Mhm.
How do you then leverage TikTok in that way? Should we just put the whole dang recording on TikTok?
Maybe. You could do clips. You could put clips from the podcast on TikTok.
What
They
if
don't
we
like you to
tried?
send people away from TikTok, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, you can't tell people to go listen to your podcast.
Okay,
What were you
we
going
won't
to
do
say?
that.
That's
won't do
good to
that.
know.
Why don't we try and do a something now to make a clip?
That's a good idea.
That's
So then we can put it on TikTok.
Okay.
And we cannot mention in the clip, hey, go listen to Pod Chef Podcast, the official Top Chef podcast, right? So, okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Do you have an idea?
I don't. Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
you go.
Here's what I'm going to do.
I have an idea.
You have an idea too?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
let's hear your idea. Let's
My
hear
idea is you try to recreate the dishes from Top Chef.
See,
Okay. Okay.
You'd hate
Now,
that.
I
That's-
like that because I cook, so I can do that. But here's
even
the
if it's
issue.
like in a dumb way where you just like use what you literally have in the house.
that's a good
Okay,
idea.
I like
actually.
that.
That's actually a really
That's
good
actually
idea.
a very good idea.
You were so off board, and now you're sinking the
No,
ship.
now
out
I'm on
board.
board. I was off the ship and I was swimming in the warm Bermuda waters, but now I'm back on boat.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can do something here
Audio.
now
Yeah.
within the time frame of the podcast?
So that's where my idea comes in. Stacey's idea is really good. I think we should do that. But here's
Yeah,
my
it's
idea.
Good idea, but also there's another idea.
So what Stacey's podcast does is they don't watch Charm, but they read IMDb and they act it out. So I'm going to read an IMDb write-up for Hell's Kitchen, and then we are
Okay.
going to act out what it says.
Okay,
Love
great.
it.
And then
Love
Stacey,
it.
can you give us notes afterwards?
No, Stacey,
Yeah.
you're in it too.
Oh,
And then
she's
also
in it
give
too?
us notes.
Awesome.
And then also give
Yes,
us
and
notes.
notes.
Hi, before we start, can I say Reeves got your back, Brian got your back, Stacey got your back.
Got your back.
I got your back.
God, I'm so glad I don't do so much stuff I hate.
All right. This episode is from January 18th, 2019. It's called Break On Through. It's got a 6.8 with 74 reviews. Doing numbers over there
It's not
on
very
IMDb.
good.
Tension mounts when Chef Ramsay explains to the 6 remaining chefs that they will go through 3 extensive challenges to determine which 5 chefs receive a blue check. There's no details in this at all.
Receive a blue check? Is that what it was? Like
A
on
blue-
Twitter?
A blue jacket. Oh,
Blue
well,
jacket.
yeah. Okay, maybe let's do that. Okay,
Yes,
we're,
yes.
we're gonna A to see it. They're trying to receive. We're trying to get a blue check from Twitter. These 6 remaining chefs.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a promo for it or whatever, so it's cheaper or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Okay. Winner gets a blue check.
Okay. Okay, so who is going to be who?
Yeah, what are we?
Okay. I'm stepping out and I'm putting out 3 chairs.
Okay.
Oh, like we're doing it that way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have to. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Elon Musk Ramsey, and I'm here to make you all cook my favorite food, dog shit. And whoever can prepare the best dog shit will win a blue check. And
We chef.
yes. And now I'll take questions before we get started.
I think it's pretty straightforward
Oh, okay. You just want
for
to do that?
me.
I think I get it, Chef.
Did
I
you?
don't-
Was it? It was dog shit specifically.
It's dog shit.
Okay.
Yeah, me, Elon Musk, Ramsey's favorite food.
Okay.
Dog shit.
Yep. You said that now a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
just making sure you know.
And what will we be judged on?
Yeah. What's the criteria?
Good question. 3 key points you will be judged on. 1, flavor.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
2, there is a swimsuit section.
Uh huh.
3,
Okay.
taste.
Can I pause the scene real quick?
Yes, please.
So I don't know a lot about TikTok. How long are TikToks?
Not this long.
Not okay.
No, okay.
Okay, good.
Well-
Well, I appreciate the note. So
I think they can be up to 10 minutes, but
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's.
I
probably
don't know
good
that
for
this
us.
would have a good retention rate. If you want
Yeah.
some mid notes,
So we
No,
need to make
please,
this
yeah.
shorter, right? We need to make this shorter, and like Brian, same character would be great,
Okay.
but just make it shorter on your end, and
Yeah.
then we'll come in and
Okay.
We'll support
well,
more.
Stacey, you said
Yeah.
you had some quick mid sketch.
That-
and then
that
we'll
was
go back
it.
into it.
this is
Just
too
that one?
long.
Okay. All right. I'm putting out 3
before we
chairs. Hello.
before we start again, Brian
Yes.
got your back, Reeves got your back, Stacey got your back.
I got your back.
Got your back.
Putting out 3 chairs. Hello, everyone. It's me, Chef Elon Musk Ramsey, and today you're going to prepare my favorite meal, dog shit. And the person who cooks it the best, I will eat the dog shit, will win a blue check mark. You will be judged on 3 criteria. 1, taste. 2, swimsuits. 3, taste. Any questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Two tastes. There'll be one taste, then the swimsuit, then you'll taste again.
One should be
I've got
flavor, I feel like.
I've got over 10,000 taste buds, and 2 of them are gonna taste. Well, no, sorry. One is like how it in my mouth, and one is if it is like, if it's tasteful.
Right. Got
If
it.
it's lewd
The
or not.
swimsuit or the food?
Both.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of time. Let's go, guys. Come on.
This all sounds great to me. I'll do it.
TikTok.
I already changed into my swimsuit. I thought we were
Okay.
supposed to show up in a swimsuit.
Thank you for doing that.
I'm
Let
just
us
wearing.
let us know when we're out of time.
I was supposed to be timing.
Mhm.
I think 3 minutes. You can do one that's 3 minutes. We're probably
That's
good.
too long.
I'm wearing dog shit as a swimsuit.
Okay.
Okay, we're wearing the same swimsuit then.
Someone's got to go home and change. How embarrassing for both of you.
Okay, can I pause the scene real quick?
Yeah, wish you would. Yes, please.
Is this the
So, like-
game?
Ooh, okay. Well, let them know it's happened twice. Let's see if it happens a third time.
So I have a question about the scene.
Yes.
Within the TikTok, we're supposed to be doing something, right? So is it just going to be a verbal thing, or are we going to go to and it's going to be physical after that? Because I'm like thinking we're in an audio medium right now, so I don't know
Yeah.
what we can really do.
Like Brian can act this out in
Oh,
3
right.
different characters later
You could animate
with
it.
the audio. Yeah, we
Um,
could animate it.
You could do. You could release this video if that
Don't record it.
It doesn't retain.
How about this? I will do a thing where I play each character and I just change my shirt, or I'll put like a towel on my head, which means hat or
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
You see these fucking really low rent TikTok videos. And this shit does numbers. They got a towel and that's hair. Come on.
Yeah.
That's getting numbers.
on TikTok.
Well,
yeah,
you
that's
can't get
hair.
a broom.
You can't. These are doing numbers.
How
put a
little
mop on your
time do
head.
these TikTokers have?
And the
I got
thing
an
is,
idea. I got to do it right now.
and the thing is like they're like using their phone to record the TikTok, so they can't use their phone if they're doing a phone scene. So they'll have like a stuffed animal. It's like, this
Mhm.
is my phone. Come on.
The case, the empty
You're
case.
doing numbers with that? Yeah, the case. I see it's not a phone, and I'm taking it out of the scene.
Yeah.
I brought some old phones from back home because the shows are old.
Okay, that kind of works. Yeah,
Got
flip
my
phone in
old-
there?
It's like not a Nokia, but that era, like the single brick.
Oh, the Palm.
Okay.
Do you have the Palm Trio?
No, I had a Razor though.
You have a sidekick?
No.
I wanted a sidekick so bad.
There's a whole episode of Gilmore Girls where they're like clearly promoted by Sidekick.
Yeah.
Like
I think I remember that.
talking about one for a while.
I didn't get a sidekick when I was younger, so I just made friends with a kid who had a sidekick. Got to see him flip it out a bunch.
So cool.
Did you get to borrow it at all?
Yeah, to surf the internet. That was like one of the first phones you could surf the internet with.
Shit.
That rules.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
What were you doing on that? Where were you going?
Anywhere I wanted, man. The internet back then, Wild West.
Is this still the TikTok?
All right, so we'll cut there.
Okay.
All right.
This is
That's
great. We
That's
got
how
great.
you do it.
Yeah, now we got social media stuff. Let's do one segment that we do every week because we're at 30 minutes, like I said we would do.
Next segment's called Chefs I Prepared for You. It's a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night, and we present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. There will be a vote at the end and a winner. I will go first. Chefs I procured for you.
Ooh, we love it.
A smash burger with bacon and cheese and a side of fries, and then a walk to get a slice of cake from the milk bar.
Ooh, what an evening you had. Did you say where you got the smash burger?
No, I did not, but I can. I went to Church Key last night and got a smash burger with bacon and cheese, side of fries, and then walked to the milk bar.
You like Milk Bar. This is the second time you've referenced it, and you're not a sweets guy.
I'm not a sweets guy, but it was sweet last night.
That crack cake. They used to call it crack cake. I think they had to change the name. Like the Bullets are the Wizards now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crack cake
It was
anymore.
the same thing. I think it was they changed it only in DC too.
Yeah.
So it's like a DC thing.
It feels good when someone says it to me who's white.
What?
Huh?
Says what to you?
Crack cake. It feels good.
That place is great.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
tasty.
Yeah. No questions, I guess?
No,
after
it
that?
sounds good. No.
Awesome. I should buy food more often.
The questions that I have are answered because I would say, what else is on that burger? The answer is nothing. You don't do condiments. That's nothing on that burger.
Hi, Stacey. It's Jamal. I met you earlier. Usually when I make food, they grill the shit out of my food choice of cooking. So this is different than usual.
It really has nothing to do with Jamal. It's more the fact that he goes first. And so we kind of start hot and then we kind of burn out after the second or third person.
It gets old real fast.
I see.
Chefs, I prepared for you a sesame salmon bowl, which is a deconstructed sushi, basically. So you get your sushi rice, you do your salmon, you kind of like steam the salmon on top, like the last 13 minutes of it. Then you make a nice little sauce. I make this a lot. I usually make it on Fridays, which is why it never comes up here. Ginny loves it. My wife loves it. It's like one of her favorite things. And then you put like cucumber on top, along with the salmon, avocado. Yeah, that's about it.
Hold on a second. You said you steam the salmon?
Kind of. So like, it's like you do the rice for like, but the last like 10, 13 minutes of it, you just put the salmon on top. Like you cut it up, you like de-skin it, you cut it up and you just put it on top. And it's just kind of like the heat there kind of like cooks it. Yeah.
Where do you
Is
get
this not
salmon?
just a poke bowl?
No.
Okay.
And I think it's offensive that you asked.
I had the same thought, but
It's all. Well, you
That's a
didn't
good
say
point.
it
Is
'cause
it
you know.
closer to a poke? There's like, isn't there a different sauce?
From what I know, poke, the sauces are endless.
yeah, my one poke experience was like Chipotle, but poke.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Okay.
Well, okay.
That
So
Is that
this
offensive?
sounds like it is.
This is salmon and it's cooked. And wait, does poke bowl, does it have rice in it? I thought it had
Yes.
something else on it. It has rice? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of close.
Where do you buy salmon? We struggle. I mean, we should just go to like a fish market and get it, but that we don't.
It's a whole
This grocery
thing.
store seems bad.
I listen. Fans of the show know I am an advocate of Whole Foods. I think it is the cheapest place you can go. I think that the fake news media has spun it to be an expensive place, and it is actually not. It's very affordable. So I get the frozen salmon there. I've gotten their fresh too, which is usually good. But I'll just like defrost it during the day, and it's fine.
I
The
love frozen
salmon's
salmon.
pretty good.
I work by
holds up.
Whole Foods, so I'll have to stop by.
And
I
you
like
know
a
what's
frozen
also
salmon.
pretty cheap there? Lobster tail. Pretty cheap. Surprisingly
Yep.
affordable lobster tail.
Talked about it in the
Scallops
box.
too.
Reeves has it
Scallops
like
too.
has it like twice a week, I think.
Yeah, I used to.
Chefs, last night I procured for you Thai food from Charm Thai. It was a place that we were going for a while, and then they changed owners and it got bad for a while. We stopped going. The reviews kept going in. People were still loving it. We're like, let's try it again. Went back. This is 2 times in a row that we've gone back. Both times they crushed it. I had drunken noodles with chicken. I had a tom kha soup with chicken. Cost $100 because Thai food costs so much money. But it's fucking worth it and so good.
Wow.
I'm gonna procure Thai food after this.
That's smart.
Nice.
It's so good.
Did you say that
Well-
also this Thai place wronged you in the past?
Yeah, so we used to go. We were every week we would go there, and one day I went in there and they were like changing the interior, and I was like, oh, and they were like, hi, this person, and she was like, hi, I'm taking over the place of my aunt who used to run it. They're retiring. We're taking over. Don't worry, chef's still the same. I said, great, sounds good. Took the food home. Fucking sucked. It was
Mhm.
awful, and I was like, oh shit, they are sucking now. Tried it one more time. It was still shitty. Stopped going. Struggled to find a new place for a while. Found a new place that was okay. Tried it again though. They're back. They're back, baby. Get the word out. Tell them we're back up.
I think we have different definitions of being wronged. I mean,
took
I
that
get it.
personally. I took that personally.
I get it. I thought it would be like they left off like half your order and wouldn't refund you or something.
No, they've been
like
good
that.
about giving me the food that I order. It was just bad once or twice.
Yeah.
All right.
Me?
Yes.
And this is present tense. Sorry. I procure for you a crock pot slow cooked pork roast with a tarragon lemon sauce, with a baked potato with butter and cheese and bacon and some steamed asparagus.
Jeez.
That sounds good. All in one.
No, the
Pot?
potatoes slow baked in the oven for like an hour. You put butter on the skin. You just put it right in, salt and pepper, and yeah, you steam the asparagus in the microwave. The pork is the only thing in the crock pot.
No, you cooked this.
I didn't. Brian did.
Oh, well, see that? So, folks,
I
how do
have
we feel?
made this.
How do we feel? It's not quite a procure. It's also not quite a prepare.
The guest is allowed to say whatever they
I thought we
need,
had
right?
to say procure.
Oh, no,
No.
that's only if you bought.
Yeah, we just all bought.
I see. No, I just enjoyed.
Chef's last night, I
Chefs,
enjoyed.
I enjoyed.
But I have made this
for
meal.
you.
It was actually made 2 nights ago, but we had the leftover pork. But we made new
Okay,
potatoes.
well, you almost
Kid,
got
the
caught lying. with that.
story is
Yeah.
changing constantly.
But it
Yeah.
sounded good.
It does. I like the new chefs I enjoyed for you.
Yeah, chefs,
That's
I
a
enjoyed
new-
for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like someone else prepared
We don't let
it.
the
I
chefs
just enjoyed it.
eat it. I just
Yeah, they
I
need to
did.
look at it.
When you were
Alright.
discussing your meal, I had a moment where it felt like I was at the NBA dunk challenge, and like I did a dunk that I've been working on all year, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna crush," and then someone just easily came up and beat my dunk. It was
Oh,
kind of
no.
deflating. So I was like, I thought this burger was gonna be the best meal tonight.
Mm.
it's good. It's easy. I can send you the recipe.
What was the main dish? What was in the crock pot?
Pork with
Okay.
it's like
Tarragon?
paprika and lemon and like fresh tarragon, lemon
Okay.
juice.
I don't like tarragon.
He doesn't like pork either. I'll take the recipe though.
Don't eat it.
Okay.
All right, let's vote. Stacey, the rules of voting are simple. Can't vote for yourself.
Yeah,
Mm.
you can't.
That's the only rule.
All right,
Oh,
I'm the
shit.
host. I'll vote
What was
first.
the Thai food specifically?
Ooh, drunken noodles with chicken and tom kha with chicken, which is
That's
the
good.
coconut.
I don't
which is
think
the
we asked
coconut.
that. That's good. Okay. I'll go first. I'm gonna vote for Stacey. We met earlier.
Okay. And I will go second. And I will vote for Stacey as well.
Okay. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote for Reeves. Don't do tarragon, don't do pork, but it's congratulations on enjoying a nice meal.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with Reeves's no K bowl, not poke, chipoke.
I think I'm gonna vote for Brian because I just
Okay.
love Thai food so much.
Sure.
Okay. So we got a tie for second between Reeves and I, and then Stacey is the winner.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
folks,
That's how
democracy.
That's a street food fight right there.
Mm.
We'll be right back after this.
Long ass fucking intro.
What happens during the break?
We have
play an
ads.
The
We have an
listeners
ad.
start listening. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
You have ads.
we have the timestamp because we got comments that said, please put the part in where you just talk about Top Chef because nobody likes the first part. Well, Jamal, it finally happened. I was at my boxing class and I got all my teeth knocked out.
Only a matter of time, Brian.
That's what I get for not covering my face.
Yeah. This is gonna mess up your food situation, though, isn't it?
It would normally, but actually I just got the BlendJet 2.
What's the BlendJet 2?
It's a portable blender and it's small and quiet, but also it can like cut through ice and frozen fruit, which is good because I'm putting entire meals in it. I'm putting like a burger in it and then blend it veggie burger. And and then I could eat because if I didn't have this, I would starve.
You said your teeth are knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see what looks like Party City teeth in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. So before I got the BlendJet 2, I was like, well, I gotta get some teeth. But I had to return actually. I had a werewolf mask I had to take back. So I figured I'd do a two birds, one stone.
I think you're fine because if what I know about this is right, BlendJet 2 is portable, so you can blend up a smoothie at work, a protein shake at the gym, or even a margarita on the beach. I mean, it's small enough to fit in a cup holder, but powerful enough to blast through tough ingredients, like you said, ice and frozen fruit with ease.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was reading the other day in a pamphlet that BlendJet 2 is whisper quiet, so you can make your morning smoothie without waking up the whole house. And you can't do that now because you used to do that talking. But you
Oh
can't
yeah,
really
I wake
talk
up the whole
now,
house
so-
no matter without
Yeah.
a loud blender. I do it, so it's good now that I have this to be whisper quiet.
And you're definitely going to need BlendJet 2 because it lasts for 15 plus blends and recharges quickly via USB-C. I mean, you're doing all your meals. I mean, this on a normal blender, this would destroy the blender very quickly, but you got a BlendJet 2, so you'll be fine. And I know you hate doing dishes, so the best of all is BlendJet 2 cleans itself. You just blend water with a drop of soap and you're good to go, Brian.
Yep, yeah, because I really don't like doing dishes or cleaning my own body for that matter. And the one that I got, it's this beautiful green color. They have so many cool colors, but the one I got was green because green makes you think of food.
Mm-hmm. Green makes you think of food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any particular food?
Money.
Well, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should probably go to blendjet.com and grab yours today. And be sure to use the promo code PODCHEF12 to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. No other portable blender on the market comes close to the quality, power, and innovation of the BlendJet 2. They guarantee you'll love it or your money back. Oh, I thought you were going to say the last part, but I just realized you can't really talk very much. So that's kind of...
It hurts to talk.
Yeah, it hurts to talk. So you know what, Brian? Blend anytime, anywhere with the BlendJet 2 portable blender. Go to blendjet.com and use the code PODCHEF12 to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. Shop today and get the best deal ever. I'm going to call you a dentist.
Okay, well, let them know I don't have any money because I ate it all.
We should have ended on my line about the dentist.
PodChef.
Welcome back to PodChef, the official Top Chef podcast. This is Top Chef Season 20, Episode 8, Street Food Fight, with our special guest, Stacey, Kulow, who we met earlier, if you remember that.
Me? Yeah, I remember.
All right.
I thought you were
seen...
telling them.
Oh, I was talking to you. That whole intro right there was talking to you.
How long
have
is this?
you...
How
have
long
you...
is... What?
The
I'm trying to do...
Sorry, people tuned in to listen to Top Chef talk. Let's do it.
I'm trying to do the thing. Stacey, have you seen Top Chef before?
Never once.
What'd
Except
you
today.
think? What'd you think?
I mean, I've seen shows like this. Have I seen Top Chef? There was like briefly a time where I was like home on Monday nights or something when my boyfriend was consistently going somewhere Monday nights, and I got like hooked on one season of some cooking show. I don't think it was this.
It's usually Hell's Kitchen or
I don't.
Chopped.
Maybe it was Chopped because I don't think it involves Gordon Ramsay.
Was it Bobby Flay?
I don't think so.
Okay.
This was fine.
Okay.
I
was
feel like
fine.
I need to know the characters.
It helps.
Like,
Yeah.
I would now tune in next week knowing the characters. But I think that would have been more. It was hard to get into because I was like, I don't remember any of their names or know their deals or
It's hard to be
they're
invested.
from other countries. This is an international.
Yes.
It's an
Like
all-star
All-Star season?
Yeah.
All-Star
That-
season.
Took a minute to realize.
This is a bit of a flaw in our podcast setup. We bring people on who don't watch Top Chef who are just like, it'd be better if I knew them. We're just like, yeah. And then we just move on. We
It's
just
a
keep
flaw,
doing it.
but we have to commit to it because we do
Yeah.
it so much now that it's kind of
Yeah.
our brand.
Yeah.
Mhm. No, I'm excited to watch a random episode of a show.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's what we hope people will do.
You know
And if
who
they
else
watch
was
it
excited?
afterwards, even better. You know?
Hmm
You know who else was excited at the beginning of this episode? Chef Gagan. Because he was still there. He came in to have a couple of beers with everyone. He was like, I flew all the way here. You think I'm just going to leave after I kick someone off? No, I'm going to party. Let's party.
Was he a guest on the previous one?
Yeah, he
That's
was
right.
Yeah,
Guest
he was a special
judge.
judge.
on the previous one. And that's
He
why
does silly
was
food. He
popular.
does food where he makes you lick the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
Okay.
your food. Lick the plate.
See, you should go back and watch that episode and then get ready for Restaurant Wars next
No,
week.
But yeah,
that
then you'll
episode
be
was
like,
so good.
Last week's episode was
previous
pretty good.
So good.
yeah,
This one was okay.
this
Yeah.
one was fine.
So,
yeah, he comes in, he has a little drink with them, and he
Mhm.
leaves pretty quickly
mhm.
after
I-
that.
I thought when this happened, I was like, oh, this must happen a lot. But then they even say, this never happens. Like, I assumed it was like something they just don't show on the show.
They don't do it. They're not allowed back there. They're
Yeah.
usually embarrassed because they've been so mean to the chefs.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
probably like, I want to get the hell out of there. Because usually it's like a long shooting day, as we've
Mhm.
heard. Like the judges' table is usually like deep into the night that they're doing it. So I'm pretty sure those guests are like, I want to get out of there. But this guy was on like, I don't know, he was jet lagged or something like that. So he was wired.
Oh, fuck yeah. That dude,
Yeah.
he hadn't slept in days.
Mm-mm.
He's like, you guys want to fucking arm wrestle? He showed up, eyes are bloodshot. He's like, you guys, night night over, right? They did a fucking hangover. Dude,
Yeah.
Mhm.
fucking Amar got lost. They couldn't find him the entire night. Turns out he was on a roof.
The whole like then hanging out in the lounge thing was a different. I don't know. I feel like you don't see that on every reality competition show
No, you don't.
unless they
It's-
like live together.
They used to, but now they live in hotel rooms separately of everyone.
Yeah, so they make them go to the lounge as like,
Yeah, and that's where
group
they sit
time.
when the judges are like talking about them. And then afterwards
Yeah.
they go back there for like 20 minutes and just like decompress.
Have
Good
I seen
beers.
Top Chef?
you may have. It's like the real world meets.
It
a
used to
cooking
be
show.
like the real world. Yeah, there used to be people who used to like shave people's heads. They used to fight. They used to. There was a monkey, not
There
on
was
the
a
show,
monkey.
but the guy had a monkey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bald guys.
Yeah,
Maybe
Some people say
it
too
was
many.
like a really old season. If I did,
yeah,
Yeah, you
it probably was.
I want to
Hey,
say they
look
were
it
like
up.
in a
Yeah.
restaurant. Did they used to be like in a restaurant, like kitchen,
Sometimes
less of a set?
I think a lot of the past seasons they actually do more cooking in restaurants. Like they go to someone's restaurant and cook inside there, whereas right now they're in the Top Chef restaurant,
Mm.
the Kitchen Stadium, whatever. Not Kitchen Stadium. Is it called Kitchen Stadium? I'm thinking of
That's Chop or Iron.
Iron.
Chef or
That's
something.
Iron Chef. Iron Chef is Kitchen Stadium.
You
You guys
they're
seen
in
the trailer for the new show Chow House that's coming out?
So let's
It's
talk
like
about this
Top
quick
Chef-
fire. Let's talk about this quick fire.
Hell
The chefs that put their own spin on classic international street food, and the winner received immunity from elimination. The guest judge was chef/owner Judy Chu.
So when they run to the board, so all of the passports are
Passports.
on this like board, and they go and they grab them, and that's how they find out what dish they have to cook. They just know the country, they don't know the dish.
Yeah.
They
They
run
get to
to
pick
that.
the country, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So they know that, but they just don't know what the dish is. They run so hard to that board.
Mm-hmm.
Padma has to shield the guest from being trampled.
It almost
Yeah.
became a freaking Pearl Jam concert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It almost
Was there one that
became
multiple
Woodstock.
ones were going for?
They all
Everyone
seem to
wanted
like.
Jamaica. Everyone
did-
wants to go to Jamaica.
That was the easy. I could make jerk chicken. Will it be good? No, but I know it
Yeah.
is. It's spicy chicken.
But it will be rude in conversation.
I thought that they would like have to get him randomly or like go in order to pick somehow. But just I didn't like rushing to the fucking board. They've done that like twice now in the fucking season. Do it where it's like draw a knife, get a number, call your fucking country.
Running out of ideas.
Yeah.
But that-
Season 20.
I think
I don't
they
wanna
just
see them-
really like that.
They should run at the
yeah.
board with knives drawn.
run to the board with
Now,
their knives.
That's
draw
the-
the knives.
that I
Knives in both hands. You have
You
to run
throw
to the,
the
board.
knife at the board, you hit the thing that you get, and that's what
Yes.
then you got to cook
Yes.
freaking
And if you get hurt,
egg waffles.
that's 5 minutes off your cooking time.
My thoughts on this section were mainly Canada only has one dish. Like,
We all knew it was gonna be poutine, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why do you
Yeah.
want Canada so bad, dude?
Yeah.
What even comes from there?
Well-
Moose?
Yes, and this is the type of stuff
Yeah.
we want to hear
Take
on
that,
this
Canada.
podcast. Fucking take that, Well, they have two Canadian chefs, one of whom like does not stop talking about how he thinks like Canada has the best blank, and then
Mhm.
his ass goes home.
Mm.
So yeah, I feel like that's probably the reason why. But you're right. Like, there's plenty of other countries that have dishes that people are more familiar with that seem like a better pick.
Was North America on there? Like, was America on there? Home of the Free, Land of the Brave, Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. Whoops, God, sorry, don't cancel. Like, what would
Okay.
America's street food be? Hot dog?
I think
Yeah, but it's got to be boiled.
boiled hot dog. I
Boiled
would
hot
say
dog?
like barbecue, right? That's like an American thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
pulled
American.
pork sandwich.
But on the
Mhm.
street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it on the street.
You ever walked around Texas, brother?
No.
You can get yourself pulled pork, brisket, and a cowboy hat all in the same alley.
I want it in the hat.
It's in the, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the hat.
Give me 10 gallons of pulled pork chicken barbecue in a hat.
The
It's
outside of the
vinegar
hat.
based too, so it's just like
It's
pouring out.
Yeah.
oh, it's wet.
Yeah. The outside of the hat looks like a Fritos bag.
I'm Pooh Bearing it, just hands in there, just eating it. Got
Mm.
no pants on.
The countries on the board, I love Pooh Bear as a verb. The countries on the board were not the countries they were from, were they? Or they were just
No.
random?
No, Victoire just picked Jamaica.
Yes, she's from the
No, I
Congo.
meant like they picked countries that they weren't from, but like I didn't know if they were representative of the countries the contestants were from.
Oh,
No.
that would have made more sense.
Yeah, it would have. There was a part where Buddha said, "Thank goodness I didn't pick China."
Yeah, he did.
Mhm.
So we know
Yeah,
his
he didn't
stance
know
on the
what
NBA.
his thing was at all. He was like, I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
I thought he was going to do bad.
So did I.
They thought, yeah, they wanted us to think he was going to do bad, but Buddha's fucking really good.
He's
Yeah.
a machine. He
Yeah.
studies the show, and he's just like very meticulous in what he does and how he approaches it. I also want to talk about. Do we know how many times Buddha has done a dessert this season?
A lot.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
I think that, well, he's done it twice now because he has nothing to lose because he had elimination
Yeah.
twice.
You're right.
Also, Stacey, I don't know if you know this, but Buddha won last season's Top Chef.
Oh,
So
Of
he's
America.
last season's victor, and he's back in this
I
one.
see. But they've all
Took no
won
time off.
other
Not
places.
all
Some
of
of them
them.
didn't win. Yeah, some of them
Yeah.
are just like did okay.
Yeah,
I
some
see.
of them are just like standouts from that season.
Yeah, fun people that thought would be fun on TV. Like Amar, I don't even think got the finals, but is a
Yeah.
fun guy on
He's
TV.
he's great for
Oh,
TV, and he's on my team, so
He was
I like
fun.
him.
Yeah,
The guy that went
he's-
home is from Canada?
No,
No.
sorry. Well, he went home in the show that is after the show. The show's
I
so
see.
complicated. Charbel, no, he's not from Canada. Spoiler
No.
who goes home. Or who goes to Last Chance Kitchen. He did for this quick fire. He chose Japan. I can't remember the name of the dish that he had to cook, but I like the fact
Squid
that
something.
yeah, he like knew nothing about it, but he just like took a swing. He was like,
Yeah.
I think this is what it is. And then they were like, this is not what it is at all.
Yep.
We appreciate you trying.
Does that factor into him going home? Because they didn't like bring that up at
It's
all.
not. No, they don't.
No.
It's not like Bake Off where they like think about their day. They don't give a fuck.
It's
What you
usually
did the
the
day before
elimination
goes
challenge
away.
is all that matters.
Yeah.
The quickfire
So-
is really just a chance to not have to worry about the elimination
Yeah,
challenge
to
and
get immunity and maybe win some money,
Yeah.
and to sometimes be an ad. But this time, the ad was the elimination challenge. But Buddha wins. Buddha wins the whole thing, the whole shebang. Yeah, it was an egg thing. I didn't think it looked good.
I mean, he was trying to make a crepe, wasn't he?
I feel like I've
Egg
heard of
crepe.
that dish.
You what?
I think I've heard of the thing he made, but I don't know why I would have.
I watch a lot of TV shows about food, so I probably heard about it too.
I've never seen it before.
There's a
in my
street
life.
food show on Netflix that's pretty good.
Oh, really? I haven't watched
Or no, it's like a nighttime. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
So
What happens
Folks-
next, Brian?
fucking strap in, folks, because, well, so we're doing Fast X, and the way that we introduce Fast X is the frickin' doors to the kitchen bust open, and here comes a car. Nope, not a car. It's TV. It's a TV.
Mhm.
It's a robot TV. And Reeves, I imagine this is very scary for you. This probably was a bit of a PTSD moment when you saw the big tough TV come in fast as fuck.
It was triggering for me. I'm kind of disappointed in Bravo for not having one of those, warnings ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
If they, now they know sometimes there's like gaps in knowledge, right?
Yeah.
They can reach
Yeah.
out to me. I can probably write it up for them so they can
Yeah.
retroactively put it in. Like, warning, if you are someone who has a situation in your home where your technology has become very strong physically and has kind of taken over your house, specifically your basement, and tends to bully you every time you go down to the basement because that's where the laundry is, and forces you into whatever WOD they're doing at the moment, and it like really distracts you from the rest of your day because that takes like 45 minutes. Then don't watch the next few scenes.
I can imagine being a guest on the show.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened here, but I'm
Reeves
sorry
is
that
a-
happened
I
to
think it
you.
was pretty close. We don't need to
Reeves'
explain it. You can just
electronics are
listen to
very
it.
strong.
You can just
Yeah.
listen to a previous episode.
So yeah, we're doing a Fast X tie-in, and the way we do it is we watch the trailer for Fast X, which
Is
is
this always a
insane.
thing where there's
No.
like hard product
This is
placement?
crazy.
It happens like once a season now. So last season,
Oh, they did Jurassic World last
it was
season.
Jurassic World. The season before that, I think it was Trolls 2.
Not Troll too.
No, not
good.
the
And not
the-
Troll Hunter either.
Yeah, I think it was Trolls 2. Did you guys hear that Rihanna's going to do the voice of Smurfette in the new Smurf movie coming out?
Hell yeah. I love those movies. They're great. I'll watch them all. I haven't seen the first one, though.
They're doing Fast X Challenge. They watched the trailer for it. They're doing it's food. Is it foods from the places that the Fast and Furious franchise has been?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're talking about, so the first round is from Fast and Furious when they go to Los Angeles, Fast and Furious 2, Miami, Tokyo Drift, Tokyo.
Oh,
Round 2 is Fast and Furious again, Mexico, Fast 5, Rio de Janeiro, Fast 6, London, and then round 3 is Abu Dhabi, The Fate of the Furious, Cuba, and then Fast and Furious 9.
So what they're
Scotland.
doing is they're doing the mise en
Scotland.
place race, which when they said this, I looked at my wife and I said, they've never done this for the Elimination Challenge. And then,
We host a Top Chef podcast.
but they haven't. And
They
then
haven't.
I think even Padma said this is our first time doing this for an elimination challenge.
For
And I
an
was like,
elimination
see?
challenge,
See?
yes.
Yeah, do you want
See?
to play the clip?
See?
Do you want to
Oh,
play the clip?
And
Do you
just
wanna
real
play the
quick,
clip?
I'd like to pause the podcast to say, Stacey, we're in an hour. I know we did commit to only having you here for an hour, so if you do need to go,
If you need to order Thai food,
just go ahead and
now's
order
the
Thai
time.
food. Have it come to your place so you can stay on for the next 30 minutes because that'll be how long it takes.
No, we can do it in 10.
Yeah.
it's okay. Let's do
We're gonna do
20.
it
That's too much. All right.
I can
That's
get
too
the
much for
Thai
us.
food order from the from via text. How about that? I'm here.
Ooh, okay.
Everything's
All right. Do that while I was in this clip.
What you're going to be doing?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you'll compete in the fastest elimination challenge in Top Chef history.
Fastest elimination in Top Chef history. Glad that I got immunity for it.
You'll compete in the notorious mise en place race.
God, no.
It's always been a quick fire. It's never been an actual elimination challenge.
That's what I
In my
said.
season, we didn't do mise en place challenge, but I've watched it. This is not going to be easy.
No, it's not,
Well-
Charbel. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be actually pretty
So they
difficult. for you.
pull knives, figure out their teams, and I know when you saw these teams, did you guys have an idea of who you thought would win? And I'll tell you who I thought would win. Red team, Buddha, Nicole, Victoire. Green team, Amar, Charbel, Sarah. Yellow team, Ali, Gabri, Tom. I was like yellow team all the way. Is what?
I thought yellow
You
team.
thought they would win?
Yeah. I saw yellow
So
I thought yellow team because they're on my team.
that's a good. So actually, that plays into my thinking on it, which was we talked about this last time I was here. Statistically, Tom was supposed to do bad this week based on previous.
team.
So I was
Yes, he
thinking,
was. Yes, he
Tom,
was.
This is not good for the yellow team, but they ended up doing
Hmm.
not great. But it worked out for them in
bad,
the
yeah,
end.
but not
Yeah.
bad.
My thoughts were Tom is good. And having not seen any other episodes, I feel like Tom is a front runner. He's very
Yeah.
well traveled.
That is
he
a-
seems to like know a lot about a lot of stuff. He
He's
can
like a
cut that
very
pepper faster than anyone on the show. can cut
Wow,
a pepper.
that pepper chopping.
Peppers are hard to cut.
Mhm.
I don't like doing it.
Yeah. Not for Tom.
I think
You
they're
know,
fun because you
system.
do the top, the bottom, cut it in a piece, and you roll it out and cut the little pieces up, then you chop it. I think it's a
Shit.
fun thing to cut.
It's nice.
How
never
do you do
rolled
it? You
it.
just bite pieces off of it and spit it into a bowl?
Yeah,
I
I don't
used
even
to do
have
that.
knives in my house.
Yeah,
They're
see,
sharp.
that's why you hate it. I get it. Yeah,
Mm.
that's a tough way to cut.
Yeah.
There's seeds and stuff to deal with as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you eat those.
Yeah.
All right, quick thing. Which of these? We'll each go around really quickly. Which of these would you have tried to do? Round one:
Okay.
pit and fan 4 avocados, supreme 8 oranges, or fillet 2 hamachi. What are you doing?
Oranges?
Oranges?
Avocados scare me.
Okay,
I
you
have
do
a hard
the
time getting
oranges.
the pit out.
Avocados. I could do that really fast. I think I could do the fish too.
I have no idea what I've been doing
I-
with fish.
I didn't
you
even
just
know.
fillet
I
it.
could do. I think I
Yeah.
could do the fish.
Well, we could be a team if that's how it shakes out.
Okay.
Yeah. So Brian, you're
Yep,
sitting
I'm
out
sitting out this round.
Yep.
All right. So in this round, the way that the things go is that red team wins. They and so another part of this. Each time the round ends, you get to pick which food you want, and at the end, you have to make that dish. This is a very cool challenge. I
Yeah.
thought this was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
They take the hamachi. Everyone wants the protein. Second team
Of
picks
course.
the avocados, or no, picks the oranges. Third team gets the avocados.
Avocados. So round 2, they have to peel and dice 8 prickly
Mhm.
pears. They got to clean and devein 24 shrimp. And Buddha does 26. Then you have to shell 1 cup of peas.
All right, what are we doing?
So who's doing what? Who's doing
I
what?
don't
I'll
know how
do
to
the shrimp.
devein shrimp, but I like to peel shrimp a lot.
Well, okay.
So you know how to clean them, and then someone else will do diaper
Yeah, you and I
duty.
can tag team it.
Okay. I could do the shell 1 cup of peas.
What was the last one?
What are we doing
Peel
to the
and
pear?
dice 8 prickly pears.
Peel and dice 8
Never done
prickly
that before.
pears.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their dicing was smooshing. It
We were
was
actually
very.
smooshing it.
It wasn't quite dicing. It was like with a.
Swoosh. not
Well, the
dice.
prickly pear has a lot of
Yeah, I can
juice in
tell.
it, so
This is all so fucking. I hate tedious fucking tasks so much. If I had to fucking shell a cup of peas, I'd fucking kill myself. That shit is so fucking
So,
tedious.
real quick, I love that. Jamal, do you like it? I feel like this
I don't get-
defines the difference
Yeah.
between us and this
Yeah.
podcast.
I love this entire competition of mise en place. I was like, this is
Stacey, how
They
do you
get-
feel about tedious tasks?
If it's like once in a while, like I was thinking about, I don't know about the pears, but I've done stuff with apples. It's very hard to peel an apple. They're round.
Mhm.
It's hard to peel
Mhm.
an apple, and there's a
I-
core.
Good.
There is a core.
Mhm.
Core.
Cut yourself.
I do want to say we do this all the time. Stacey has a ton of restaurant experience, and we're not leaning in that. We could lean on that.
Oh.
I mean, not in the kitchen.
Do you wanna-
serving the food.
Do you want to walk?
It's all food.
Okay, so you should have been on next week for Restaurant Wars.
We fucked up.
And Brian shouldn't have
So I guess
invited
some
you
people
this
see
week.
those tedious tasks as being like calming and like therapeutic, and I don't have that.
It's not just calming therapy. I look at it as I'm doing these small tasks to get to the end bigger goal. And it's all about caring about the small details.
I think I like them for a while, but I do eventually get bored / annoyed, especially if it like hurts your hands or something.
Oof, hurts my hands. I'm out of here.
Well, you want to talk about hurting your hands? Then let's talk about round 3 because you got to pit 2 quarts of dates. You got a Brunoise, half a cup of peppers, and then French 2 racks.
I don't know
of
what
lamb.
any of that means.
Hey, Gabri was kind of in the same situation as you.
That was fucked up.
I was like, what are
hated
they
that so
even doing to
much.
the lamb?
I don't know. Taking the
It's-
meat off the
You
bone.
break it. And
Some of
then
them were
you cut
pulling it.
off.
Some of them were popping it. Some of them were cutting
Yeah.
it. I don't even know. They were like, "Take the saddle off. Take the saddle off." And I go, "What part is that?"
Yeah, you got to take the fat layer off of the top all around it, and then you have to clean the handles basically bare so that you can then cut them and sear them. with
So
the
none of
bone.
that's meat. That's
So-
all. You don't want any of that. What they were taking off.
Not off the bone. Yeah, not off
But
the
could
bone.
you?
still.
But that
You
part
know.
is edible, though.
I mean, yeah, but it's not. It's not a lot. Like it's not even like
And it
a
wouldn't
rib.
add anything to the part you're actually eating because it's on the. You're not gonna
Yeah,
like gnaw
yeah.
on that bone. So,
Yeah,
um,
unless you want to give it to a dog.
That's
I'll
true.
give it to the dog.
sous chef would like it.
So-
I did like the part where it was like Tom was trying to walk him through Gabri through it, and he just kept saying like, "I don't understand what you're saying."
He was like, just.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, what?
No, just.
This is one. This is one of the first times that 2 people who speak English. He said, "Speak
Yeah,
better
he's like,
English
"Just
to me."
speak fluent English.
To someone who's to someone
Just
who
take that
speaks
part
fluent
and
English.
then pull it and then.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what you're saying.
I
but
would
you
be
speak
so
fluent English."
fucking mad because Gabrielle was like, "I've never done this in my entire life." And
Yeah.
in Tom's defense, he did chop the fuck out of those peppers really fast.
Yeah. Was he being a dick?
Yeah, but he should have.
Yes,
done
Like
100%.
knowing
Yeah. He should have taken it.
knowing he could do the lamb, like he just wanted to show off his pepper skills.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the team move would have been,
Yeah.
oh, someone else doesn't know how to do this. I know, even though I'm the best person, let me take that. Because of course he knows how to chop a pepper. He can do. Everyone can do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Gabi's from Mexico, right? He knows
Yeah.
how to
He
chop
could have
pepper.
done it, if not as fast as Tom, pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just because Tom said he can cut peppers faster than anyone, I mean, we haven't actually seen that. Like, we don't actually know. I didn't see everyone.
Some
Yeah.
of the ladies
so-
did some really fast stuff, right? Like the fish
Oh
lady.
yeah.
What was,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. She did like 30
Nicole
seconds.
was crushing that
Nicole.
fish.
was
Yeah.
there someone named Sarah?
Um,
She did something.
Sarah
fast.
destroyed those lambs. Everyone was like, "We gotta learn how to do that."
The lambs and
Yeah.
avocados. The lambs
The
and
avocados, yeah, that was the big one. Everyone was like,
My-
"Whoa!"
She fanned those things out like it was like a black church and everyone needed a fan. Those things were being handed out.
But a lot shorter than black chairs. That's just long.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah. Kept walking around. Avocado.
I stand out in comedy by just doing it faster as a woman.
People like that.
Mm.
You know, it's bad. It's
Yeah.
not that long.
You do your prep faster.
So then everyone had their foods. One team almost had no proteins. One team sort of only had no, but I guess their avocados are protein, I guess. They had to make a bunch of food using those things in 30 minutes, which like this episode I felt like this is too fast. This is the episode where Gabri falls.
Mhm. We
That
saw it.
made me go,
Yep.
He
He had
fell
to
very
ice
hard.
his leg later. You see him like icing it because he fell so hard.
Yeah.
He fell very hard.
Which means he lied earlier when they said, "Are you okay?" And he said,
Well, he
"Oui,
played.
chef."
He played through it,
Mm-hmm. Play through
Yeah.
the pain.
So he wasn't
going
okay.
so
He's hurt.
fast. 30 minutes to do all this stuff, crazy.
So we get to judges table. Charbel and Amar on the chopping block. Because that whole
Because
team
their whole
did not
team
make
did.
their food.
Yeah, they all just did lamb.
Yeah. They, rather than trying to like incorporate all of them in each dish or highlight one for each person highlights one of the things they selected, they just did lamb with like a little bit of accents of everything else, which they didn't like. Also,
Tom said he did like it. He's like, I do like that, but you didn't do it good.
But it was bad and gross. We see Charbel when he's cooking, we see so much sweat dribble down that you see a little bit go into the food, which is nice. We haven't seen that. Happens all the time in Top Chef. We haven't seen it in a little while because of COVID. Thank you. But now it's back. So really gross thing to watch.
I maybe missed that. Did they like really get it, or did you just like happen to catch it? Or does the camera like, ooh, it's happening, I'm gonna zoom in?
They don't zoom in. It's if you watch it, it's just like you can like see it. They don't make a meal out of it, but like you can see it if you're like looking.
But next week's episode, they're gonna make a meal out of all the sweat.
I hope so. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be that's gonna be a quick fire.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been the Last Chance Kitchen
Take this sweat. Yeah. Make a soup with this sweat.
Freaking the food that Tom made looked so good.
The
that
pepper?
Like thing, with the stuff inside the pepper, that looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He knows
Dude
peppers.
knows peppers.
Well, everyone on the yellow team, which all of them were on my team, so I was happy this week because everyone finished high. They all did well.
Yeah,
they all did well.
Yeah, I thought that Gabri might win it. They loved his.
Yeah,
everyone crushed it.
And considering I think for all of them, maybe one they got to choose second. They pretty much were bottom every choice.
Yeah,
for every round, and so they didn't really get what they wanted, and they kind of made the best out of it. So that was great.
Yep, shows the skills of the chef.
Aesthetically, I was most excited by the lamb dishes. I think the two that didn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like ones that you would want to eat the most.
Mm-hmm. Who's the guy with the little hair ponytails?
Amar.
Yeah.
Amar.
His looked good, I thought.
I like the harissa thing that he did. That sounded really good. I'm a big harissa fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought Sarah's looked great. I mean, they pretty quickly said Sarah's was good.
Yeah, they were like, "You're fine. You're not going to get sent home," which is great. Sarah's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's doing really well. Mm-hmm. I think she's going to go far.
I thought she was really good too.
So Tom's the big winner. Out of the three that were the winner on yellow team, he didn't get anything. I don't think, right? No. The 3 team got. They get to go to the premiere of Fast X, and they get to bring one person.
Yes,
one person.
Yep.
Did that already come out?
Got to wear a suit.
I think it comes out soon.
Oh,
it probably is like next week. I'm
soon.
sure it's like tied in on timing. Is probably done intentionally. Victoire. Hopefully they take Victoire because she says she fucking loves Fast and Furious. She says that she wants to. Like she loves Vin Diesel. We got to see them talk. They did a little promo. They were like, "Well, fast. You're gonna be fast when you cook." And it was ludicrous. That was so good.
Oh, that's such a good ludicrous.
No, that was Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it was freaking Groot. Yeah, he didn't take his sunglasses off. Yeah. Clearly, some like PA was like, "Hey," pulled him in before he was leaving for the day to be like, "Can you shoot this really quick?" He couldn't have looked more like he was ready to walk off. I think he kind of does in one of the shots, just kind of walks off before they cut it. So they do that, but yeah, the bottom here is was the green team.
Yeah,
the entire green team. Charbel gets eliminated. Let's listen to his goodbye.
Charbel, please pack your knives and go.
Charbel, we'll see you in Last Chance Kitchen. And if you cook the way you've been cooking all season long, you're going to be tough to beat there. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
So Tom doesn't really say that to people when they go to Last Chance Kitchen. He doesn't say basically.
He just says like, "We'll see you there."
It's basically like, yeah. This time he's like, "I actually think you were in my team to win. So I'll make sure that I pick you in Last Chance Kitchen because that's who does the picking."
Charbel cried a little.
He's 25.
You thought he was older or younger?
Older.
Yeah.
TV ages you.
That's just so young to be doing what he's accomplished. Good for him.
It's like watching basketball when you're like, "Oh, look at this man," and he's like 21.
Every sportsman is younger than me now.
Getting old is weird.
I forget. LeBron James is 1 or
he's
2
my
years
age.
older than me. Yeah, he's
and
our age.
And I've been washed. I've been washed for a while, and he's still going strong.
But he's old, as we know now. He's old.
He's ancient. He's ancient.
Aaron Rodgers is old.
Yeah, he's probably 31 or 32.
I think he's like 39 or 40.
Oh, Grandpa,
Yeah,
get off
he's
the
39
field.
or 40.
So he goes down to Last Chance Kitchen where Tom says, "Hey, this has nothing to do with lamb. Do a bunch of tomatoes."
Tomatoes 3 ways. Dale versus Charbel.
Dale kept doing the thing again where he kept saying like Saskatchewan has the best tomatoes in the world, and Tom was
Yeah.
like, "No."
He's like, no, Jersey does actually.
Also,
And it's like, no, I think you're both wrong. I don't know. I don't know where, but I don't think either one of those places when I think tomatoes. So Charbel ends up doing actually 4 preparations
of just tomato.
And that's enough for him to freaking
Wow.
win. So
Yep,
he wins.
he
Bye-bye,
wins it.
Dale.
So where's Dale now? Do you know?
Dale, he's got Sticks and Stones, which is like a Korean restaurant. He's got Little Grouse. He's got Avenue Regina. He's got Dojo Ramen. These are all restaurants. Yeah, I think the first one is his actual restaurant. The other ones he is just like executive chef out of.
Yeah, showed up, signed off on a menu.
Yes,
all walked out. Went back to his
back in
Tesla.
Canada. He's doing fine. Also, he has a TikTok. Maybe we can reach out to him and he can help us as well.
We should. Yes. Early a bit ago, Stacey joked, "Let's do 20." I'm like, "We won't. It's been 18 minutes." So,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the standings now for the Fantasy League with this week in the bag. I'm in the lead with 61.5 points. Brian is now in second place.
Let's
with
go.
46 points. And Reeves, who is down to technically one person left in the competition, has 45 points.
Yeah, here's the problem.
So unless Charbel comes
I'm the type
back,
of manager that I do best when I let my players play.
Yeah.
But when I'm around, like last year, which is why I won last year, even though I wasn't around. But when I'm here this year, I'm micromanaging them. They're in their head. So I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a draft at the beginning of the season?
We did one. Yeah.
Yes.
30 minutes.
Yep.
We got a review saying that it was fun. So
Nice.
do you read your reviews on your podcast?
I don't. I shout them out by name, and
Okay.
if there's something like noteworthy, I'll read part of it. But I don't.
I was
That's
looking.
interesting.
all of ours
I
are
was looking
noteworthy.
through yours. They're mostly all 5 stars. The ones that aren't 5 stars are like these people hate Spike, and I don't like that.
Those people are very sensitive about certain things. The ones that are bad.
Yeah. Well, fucking
Yeah.
Spike sucks. At least in the first season, he's garbage. I don't like Spike at all.
Don't say that on our podcast now.
I'm
We're
an
gonna
angry
get that
boy.
way.
They love the podcast, but they hate my favorite Buffy character.
Spike's weird because of his fucking weird girlfriend who like seems not there, and it's weird that he's like with her. Do you get that?
I like both of them.
Okay. So we're talking about Stacey's podcast, which is called Buffy the Gilmore Slayer. What day does it come out?
It comes out every Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
And you have a Patreon too, right?
I do, where we watch the show Angel.
Ah.
Wow. See, this is what we need to get on. We need to have a Patreon where we watch Beat Bobby Flay in a hotel room, a new hotel room.
If
every
we
week.
get 100 reviews, I'll do a Patreon.
Okay. Yeah, you hear that challenge, listeners? 99
Anything else
listeners.
you want to promote, Stacey, before you let you go eat delicious Thai food? Also, what'd you order for Thai food? What did you get?
I ordered this dish that I get a lot that's called like spicy eggplant. It's like eggplant with like bell peppers and basil, maybe?
Like
I don't know what it's
I
called.
love Thai basil.
Yeah. And then I get like pork with it, and the pork from our place is really good. And Brian got like a pork fried rice. Not this Brian. I also have a Brian.
Spelled same way too.
Nice.
I ordered some Thai food that's coming to your house for you, Brian.
Sick. I can't eat any of it. We don't eat pork. Probably vegetarian. I
It's-
don't eat pork.
It's
Straight in the trash.
But Brian, she ordered from Charm Thai, so you'll like
now
it.
because they're back on my they're off my shit list.
Thai Tree in Sunnyside, Queens. I'll plug Thai Tree.
I want to say I've been there.
It's like not the one that people always recommend when they're like, "What's the best Thai place?" But I love it.
Anything else you want to shout out that you're doing?
I don't think I'm doing anything else right now. I'm directing your boogie team. Come see. Will this be out before your show?
Yes, it'll be out on Monday.
Oh, great! Yeah, come to Brian's sketch show on Wednesday, May 3rd.
Doing a blackout
doing
show.
A million little sketches.
Here's your plan next week, everyone. You download and listen to Pod Chef Monday. You download and listen to Buffy. Wait, am I saying it right? Hold on. Buffy the Gilmore Slayer podcast on Tuesday. You listen to that. Then you go to the Boogie Mania.
You go to Boogie.
I don't like that you're laughing when you say the name.
Boogie Mania.
Thursday you watch Top Chef.
Thursday you watch Top Chef.
Then you go to the Candyman. You go to the Candyman sketch show.
Thursday, Top Chef. Friday,
Storm the Record.
Friday, my Angel content comes out.
There you go.
That's better. I like that one more.
What are the tiers on your Patreon?
Like, what do you get?
Yeah.
The lowest one, we do outtakes from the podcast, and I do like a 3-minute teaser of the next podcast every week.
What's the next tier?
The next one is all that plus we do a video recap of Angel because it's easier to edit than doing a whole podcast. And the third one, we do a live streamed watch party where sometimes we watch an old episode of each. Sometimes we watch the episode that we're watching next for the podcast. We like stream ourselves watching it live.
How much is the
$7.
Third tier?
Okay.
$7.
Most people are the second tier.
Okay. Brian, can I borrow $3?
Yeah. I got you, dude. I'll give it to you in AwesomeCon. We got into AwesomeCon. We'll talk about it later.
Got in, baby.
Oh, yeah. We got into AwesomeCon.
You should do AwesomeCon with your podcast. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing numbers.
You do a number on the social media?
Woo.
Jamal, get us out of here.
I can't believe they let us in.
episode.
All right, so that's
let us out.
That's it for this week.
I think I want to go home now.
Want to say thank you to Stacey. Hi, we met earlier.
I remember you.
For coming on. And thank you everyone for listening. Until next week, we're gonna pack our knives and go.
I forget that I can play the sound now.
This is fun. Absolutely. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Nice.